Welcome back to the Introvert Circus. I wanted to make a special video today to talk a little bit about something I alluded to in one of my last videos and I've mentioned on social media, and I wanted to make it with my very, very special girl, Charlotte. So if you're new to my channel, this is my dog, Charlotte. She is somewhere between 9-ish and 11-ish years old. She's a former street dog. She was found living on the streets in the South. She was transported to New York City, where my partner and I adopted her nearly 8 years ago. At that point, it was believed that she was at least a year old. She was found with a litter of puppies. You were a good mama dog. She could be anywhere, though, at that point have been between like 1 and 3. Realistically, she's an incredible, incredible dog. She is absolutely amazing. She has overcome so much in her life. She has an array of challenges and is a behaviorally special needs dog, but she is one of the most amazing dogs I know I have ever had the privilege of sharing my life with. She has taught me so much and teaches me so much about not only about dog training, but about resilience and joy and finding joy wherever I possibly can. Just as an aside, she is a champion trick dog. She has her trick dog championship title. She has parkour level 1 titles. I know. And she loves learning. She's brilliant. She truly, truly is. She also, as I said, is special needs. She's very dog reactive to dogs that aren't part of her family. She's amazing with our other dogs. And she has intense panic and phobias that are medication resistant. I know that have definitely increased in severity at different points in her life, and I would do anything for this dog. And when I say anything, I mean I sold an apartment when the building became dog friendly in a way that made it really stressful for her to be there, and bought a house in outer Brooklyn. It changed my whole life, and she was a massive reason of why we decided to sell our house in outer Brooklyn last fall and move to Oregon, both because our younger dog needed both of her knees replaced for TPLO surgery, and I have past videos talking about knee surgery, yes, and because her storm phobias had become so extreme that even on the highest dose of psychiatric medication and sedatives, she was still a danger to herself. And we had an amazing veterinary team who agreed completely that if it was possible for us to move, that was the best thing for her. I work from home. My partner and I both work from home. We were basically housebound with her last summer because of the number of storms and because her triggers are primarily about barometric pressure changes. I know, and there's very few thunderstorms here in Portland, where we live now, and so it's a much better place for a Charlotte to be. I know. So none of that was really about the video, but she's an amazing dog. And last week, out of nowhere, she couldn't get up well, and this was very disconcerting for a dog who, as I mentioned, is very in control of her body. She's a parkour dog. She's a trick dog. Her favorite things to do are go on long walks, go hiking, wading in water. Her absolute favorite things, and she's a mush. I know, the mush. Those are her favorite things. And at first we thought maybe we didn't know what was going on. We made a vet appointment. Maybe she was just sore. Yeah, because you're a senior girl somehow. I don't know how that happened. And it got worse. We ended up spending on last Friday she started falling, which was pretty scary for me and definitely for her. And we ended up spending about 6.5 hours in the emergency room with her, where she was diagnosed with having some sort of herniated disc in her back, right around where her rib cage ends. And the ER experience was not particularly positive. it was good. We got an answer. The vet we saw was great. Mostly the clinic experience was awful because it was the ER, which sucks. They lost us for a while. We were in a room, finally got into a room about 4 hours in, and then they left us there for like an hour and they forgot we were there. But the ER doctor said that she was never going to walk normally again, and that we just needed to accept that she was not going to be an active dog, and that dogs her age shouldn't be active, which is absolutely ridiculous. My background is in, I'm a certified trick dog instructor. I have a history of competing in dog sports. Conditioning dogs is incredibly important. You're so silly. Active dogs are, like, that's a good thing. You want senior dogs to be active, like within reason, and not doing high impact things, but you want them to be active, especially if they're well conditioned to that. It's just absurd. So thankfully, we had a physical therapist specialist who had been instrumental in the recovery of Sirius, my Newfoundland, when she was recovering from knee surgery. That's where some of my earlier videos on this channel that have things like the underwater treadmill physical therapy, that's where she is. So we were able to get an appointment with her for Monday, so like 3 days after she started falling, and got some really different news, which was great. We spent the whole weekend, I was crying all weekend. At that point, the medication we got from the ER was not well managing her pain. She was pretty uncomfortable. And I was just devastated on her behalf, because this is a dog who has worked and who continues to work so hard in the world to, do things that other dogs take for granted because of her special needs, and because how hard she tries to navigate a world that isn't always like the most stress-free for her. And one of the things she loves most is being able to get out and explore, and the thought that she was never going to do that again was devastating. And thankfully our PT doctor doesn't think that's the case. She actually has, we're gonna show. She has actually quite a bit of control. Let's try that. Which is probably what we've been told, good girl, a result of all of the training she's done and all of the conditioning on her, means that she actually, even though things are clearly neurologically misfiring and she loses control of her back end and she's falling and she's wobbly, she actually has quite a lot of control. And our doctor believes she has the very realistic potential of returning to normal activity, which is absolutely huge and better than I could have hoped for. So that's sort of where things have been, and it's been really scary and really stressful, and we're not out of the woods yet. But this girl's not ready to give up either. She is able to walk. She's just wobbly, and she does fall. We have her pain completely managed now. She's not, I know, she's not in pain, thankfully. We're on 4 different medications spread throughout the day, and she's comfortable and she's happy, and the inflammation should be coming down, which will hopefully relieve the pressure on her spinal cord. She's not a great candidate for surgery, for spinal surgery, because of her age and because of her anxiety and behavioral challenges. We don't think she's a good candidate for surgery. And the good thing is it doesn't look like she needs surgery, which is amazing. So we are doing physical therapy twice a week. I know she got acupuncture. I have some clips I'm gonna actually put in at the end of this video from her first physical therapy session that was acupuncture and cold laser therapy, and she loved it. She absolutely charmed her new specialist, who thinks she was just dreamy, because she is, and she loved her acupuncture. This is the first time I've had a dog get acupuncture, so if you have any questions about acupuncture, please let me know in the comments. I would be happy to answer questions to the best of my ability, at least about what the process was like for me as a guardian being there with my dog getting acupuncture. And then starting next week, I think we're gonna get some structured exercises she can do. I think she's gonna be starting in the underwater treadmill, which will be interesting to see what she thinks about it. She loves to wade. So this is where we've been. It's been really scary, really stressful. We're not out of the woods. Things, I know, but I feel like we're headed in the right direction. and we've got an amazing specialist, and she's really confident that Charlotte's gonna be able to get back to all the things she loves. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna insert those clips here from physical therapy this week. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about what our journey has been like. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe if you have not already subscribed. I'm also going to include some training clips today. She loves learning, she loves working. She was super jealous that Mercury and Sirius were getting to do tricks, so I've been figuring out what tricks she can do laying down that aren't impacting movement for her, and maybe going to be doing a little bit more of scent work stuff. She loves scent work, so I'm going to talk to her doctor next week about, is that something we can start incorporating into her day to be enriching while she is struggling to regain and fighting to regain movement in her rear end. So thank you so much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Charlotte is hamming it up for the camera. We will see you real soon back here at the Introvert Circus. Bye.